Hi, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and in this video, I want to introduce you to Swarovski crystal fancy stone pendant settings. So these are something we've really hoped for a very long time here at beadaholique.com, and they are finally here. So I want to show you the various styles and shapes. So if you look at them, they all have something in common. They all have this nice loop up at the top, which does make them a pendant setting. And they come in rhodium plate, which is right here, as well as a nice gold plate, which is right here. And they are a great item because they fit the Swarovski fancy stones perfectly. So I have a large pear one here. This one is a 30 millimeter by a 20 millimeter. And you can just pop that pear fancy stone into it. It cups it. You see that nice little rim. It's very petite. It's very discreet, but now you have a nice way of hanging it. And although these are pendant settings, you can definitely use them for earrings. So I want to show you a couple examples of use and then go into the different sizes and shapes. So over here, I used a Rivoli one as the base and really the focal point for this rainbow necklace I did. I put a little unicorn charm on it too because I could not resist. But you see how it's that nice sparkle, that burst of color from it. So that's with a necklace application. Here's a really actually quite simple pair of earrings featuring the ovals. And they're just hanging there from a jump ring off of this connector link chain. This is called a sequin chain, which is really fun. And then our designer Kat, she made this pretty Y-shaped necklace with the cushion stone setting one. And you see on the back, it looks very nice. These are very delicate actually, which I love because if you're making delicate jewelry like Kat did here, it's nice to see that that setting doesn't take center stage. It's really a vehicle to show off the fancy stone. So what shapes and sizes are available? So up here you see we have the oval, and this is what we did for this pair of earrings here. So you have two sizes of the oval. We've got a 14 by 10 as well as an 18 by 13. I just want to show you what a stone would look like in there. So really pretty. And the way you're going to adhere the stones is with a little bit of E6000 glue. These are glue-in settings. I'm going to show you that at the end of the video where I make a quick pair of earrings. The next row are Rivolis. So Rivolis, of course, have the pointed back, and you see the actual setting itself has the pointed back. So if you wanted to take a Rivoli and just set it in there, of course, the glue would keep it stable and in place. But there it does have that nice, perfect shape to it. And there are two sizes of the Rivoli, the 14 millimeter as well as the 18 millimeter. Pop a big crystal in there. How pretty is that? The third row down, we have pear-shaped. So the pear-shaped actually has three sizes. We have a 14 by 10, which is a small one. We have a medium, which is the 18 by 13. And then the large one, which is just that gorgeous one right here, which is a 20 by 30. So it's really a big statement piece of jewelry you can very easily create. And then finally we have the cushion setting, and this is for a 12 millimeter cushion stone. I pulled a couple different ones, but they sit in there just perfectly. So really, really fun, very useful finding. Like I said, something we've really hoped for a very long time. We're so excited to have them here. So I do want to show you a very quick and easy application and how you would secure a stone into the setting. So here I made a very classic pair of earrings. So this is a sterling silver hook, nice and long, and then we just have that beautiful crystal pear. This is the 14 by 10 millimeter size. And so if you wanted to make this, all you would have to do is you would grab a setting, a stone, and an earring hook. In this case, we're not going to even need a jump ring. And then you're going to use some E6000 glue, a little piece of paper, and a toothpick. And just for the purposes of this video, I'm going to go ahead and put my setting on my earring hook first and then place my stone into the setting because I don't want to have to wait for it to dry. You could, of course, set it first, wait for it to dry. I'd say about an hour before working with it and 24 hours before wearing it. But for time constraints, I'm going to go ahead and put my setting on first. Now, I did test this ahead of time. This would not go over the little ball, but what it will do is easily slip onto the hook from this side. So slip that guy down. Oops, he's on backwards. So good thing to keep in mind, but very easy to correct. Okay, there he is facing forward. Close up that loop. And now to set the stone, just take your glue, Put a little bit on your piece of paper. It's not going to take a lot. I would not flood this with glue because you don't want it to spill out the edges. So you're just going to take some glue and you're going to put it, I like to put it mainly in the base. I don't like to go up near the edges because I don't want to see any glue coming out. But you're going to put enough in there, smear it around a little bit, and pop your stone in, press it into place, and then let it dry. And I'm going to just prop it up like that against these other crystals so that it stays somewhat upright, since I do have the hook on it already. And that is how you set a stone, a fancy stone, into one of these Swarovski crystal fancy stone pendant settings. So super useful. These 3 projects are on the Beadaholique website. You can see how to do them, and we'll be coming out with many more projects showing you how to use these wonderful findings.